Welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle, or mostly in Moana. I just finished up an event a little while ago, so then I realized I hadn't recorded a video to post for tomorrow on Sunday. So I decided, since I already have my makeup done, I'll just record the video in partially full costume. I switched out of my the actual outfit itself because it's, well, I'm hot and it's uncomfortable right now, so I just switched into a skater dress just to be a little bit more comfy, but at least it matches. This is one of my newest dresses from the Happiness collection, the Tikal one. If you like Tikal or Tafiti, definitely go check them out because they just released these pretty recently, within the last month or so. There's like 3 versions. There's one where it's this one where it's like all Tikal on the back, on front and back, and then it's a Tafiti one, you know, that's all over one. And then, but there is a mixed one, which I'd like to get, where it's half of it is Tikal, while the other half is Tafiti, so you could technically spin the dress around if you want to. The tag is a soft tag, so it wouldn't bother you if it was in the front. The neckline is similar enough that it shouldn't be bad if you kind of just turn the dress around. I think it's like an inch difference or so. But you can flip the dress around and wear whichever one you like in front. Anyway, that's my whole spiel, which, by the way, I want to mention too, they have a summer special going on right now. The discount code that if you use my code, it's 20% off versus 15. I think it's Smiles 20 Happiness. So if you'd like to order for, like, you know, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party or Halloween in general, something like that, now's a great time to order because 1, bigger discount, and 2, this way you make sure that things reach you in time for the holidays, because shipping starts to take longer and longer, you know, the closer we get to the holidays. Anyways, alright, jumping into today, we're doing a different kind of review. We're gonna look at triple pockets. So if you watched some past videos, you've heard me mention that it's gotten me before because I don't check the dimensions of the bag, but not every triple pocket is made the same. So I think like the first triple pocket that came out, they were like big bags, and so any bag after that, people kind of assumed that they were big. People assumed that they were that big, but they've actually ranged in size fairly significantly. So I decided that it might be a great idea to just make a video, because maybe you guys don't know that they're different sizes. I didn't know they were different sizes, but I thought this way I could at least kind of show you guys some differences, just so you can take a look and make sure to check the dimensions. Don't assume that any bag that's a triple pocket is going to be the same size as the previous one. So let's see. I dug out my triple pockets. I do have several of them. I don't have them all out right now, but the ones I don't have, they're kind of duplicates to some of the ones I already have in terms of sizing. So I picked out as many as I could that I saw were like different sizes. So I think there are 4. At least that's what I have. If there are more triple pockets that if it's like a character or something that I don't like particularly love, I don't have. But these, out of the ones that I have, I've found about 4 sizes in terms of triple pockets. So let's start with, I'm gonna start with the first one because these were the first ones that came out. So I believe these were like the very, very first like triple pocket style bags that were released. They released both Star Wars sequel and prequel trilogy bags, and then I want to say Harry Potter as well, right? The first, how did they do it? Did they do like the first 3 movies and then the next 3? I haven't actually really looked at the Harry Potter one. This is because this is the only one I have in terms of this old school. This is like first generation triple pocket. But anyways, I'm gonna just show you guys, it is large. So this is why when people started buying, like, you know, the later triple pockets, we all assumed they were this size. Turns out there were some differences. But just to show you guys, here is this. I don't actually know the number, like the actual measurement numbers on these, but just to show you guys, here is like a regular size mini next to this one. So as you can see, it's got probably about 2 inches on it in terms of like the height, like 2-3 inches in terms of height, and then it's a little bit more oval at the top too, if that makes sense. So it's a little wider. So you get a little, like a pretty significant amount of room to the top of the bag here. So this is the style that we first saw. So you got this main compartment right here, very big. You've got this front pocket, or like the middle pocket right here, front pocket. So most of them we could see, like they usually did like 3 scenes of some sort, right, on these. And then no side pockets, kind of just like nothing crazy around the sides. Like this one was all black. I want to say the other Star Wars is the same, and I think the Harry Potter ones were the same too. Like there's all the detail is on just this front. There's not a ton around the next part of it. You know, you've got a zipper pocket on the inside of this, but it is one big, you know, compartment. There's nothing, no dividers or anything as usual with Loungefly bags. But yeah, so this was the first one that we saw. It was huge. I'd say, I think like a normal size iPad actually might fit into this, not like, you know, the big ones. Like I have a big one that wouldn't be able to fit in this. But I think a mini would fit. A regular size one might be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I think you'd be able to get in like a regular size iPad. So like I said, this one is like significantly big. So like this first style, like I said, it's this size but no side pockets. That was kind of, this was during the time period of no side pockets on bags. So this was the first one. I don't think they're making them like this anymore. Like I said, I feel like this style was only the Star Wars trilogies and the Harry Potter movies. So I feel like those are the only ones I remember seeing in this particular style. Next one that came out was, I think like the next triple pocket I got was like these ones. They were like the 2 Moana ones from 3 Little Mingos. I think they're still available if you guys want to check them out. Got a discount code to them as well. So at least this was the one I remember buying as the next triple pocket. There might have been more that were released I just didn't get, but this was like my next one. And this size is one that I think has popped up. Well, this and the next one I will show you guys is like the size that people have been confusing them for. They're very close to the size of the regular minis. So like you guys saw, these were pretty big. But that's a pretty big size difference because you guys can see this looks big, but it's just to cause little applique. The actual bag itself is not that big, look. So if you're like me and buy stuff without checking the dimensions, like it's pretty significantly smaller because it's a lot closer to the size of a regular mini backpack. You guys can see, like I said, a couple inches shorter, just like the minis, and a little bit thinner as well. Like the front pockets are, these are already pretty small in terms of the front pocket, right? Because they're kind of like just like the flat front pockets. These ones are even smaller. And these did have side pockets too. So they were like kind of small differences. Like you start, like I said, if you're expecting this size, this is quite a bit smaller and it's not gonna fit the same amount. Like it's not gonna fit an iPad or anything like that, like the big size one. Again, you might fit like the small mini iPads. Do they still sell mini iPads anymore? Oh, I haven't bought iPads or anything in a while, so I don't really know what kind of iPads they're selling. But you can see it's much closer to the size of a mini. I feel like you actually even lose a little bit of like width. You probably don't, but I always feel like it is. Actually, you. No, you do. Okay. Try to figure out how I can show you guys the sizing. But can you kind of see that it's actually thinner too? Do you see it? Like it's a little bit, it's like the whole, like you would need almost like the front pocket for it to be like the same size as the regular minis in terms of like the depth of the bag there. So these were small. That's why like when I first got this, I was expecting it again to be this size, the big one. So I got it thinking like, oh, it'll be great, it'll fit, you know, all the extra stuff I've been having to carry around for the girls. And this came and I couldn't fit in what I needed. It fits only about what fits in like the usual minis. Maybe, like I said, maybe even a little bit less, because it's like a little bit thinner. Like probably not something crazy noticeable for most people, but for me, because of how much stuff I put in my bags, like this is noticeable enough that I can't fit all of my stuff in. So this is another size, right? This is another one. I thought it was about the same. So I want to say most of like the newer triple pockets that are releasing are running in this size range. Okay, so you guys can see it's a tiny bit shorter. Oh, yeah, it's really close, but it is a little bit shorter. You guys can kind of see it a little bit better from the side there. So this, if you're looking at triple pockets, this is about, I think like most of the ones I've been seeing are closer to this size, or again, or the next one I'm going to show you guys. So again, this is why we're going to have to start being really careful with checking dimensions on these triple pockets. You can see, like I said, this one's smaller, even closer to the size of, again, the mini. But here's the thing, it's shorter, but it's fatter. You guys see it? It's like the front pockets stick out a little bit further, so there's more space that way. I don't know, there's so it's one of those, almost becomes like if you don't see it in person, you'd like not know what size these bags are. But yeah, so these are, I consider these like two different sizes, because this, like I said, it is noticeably shorter, but it's fatter from what I can see. It's weird. I think oh my gosh, I've got like 5 different sizes here. Alright, I lied at the beginning when I said I have 4. I've got 5 different ones. I just realized I thought this Spider-Man was going to be the same as this one. It's taller. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm doing this out of order now then, because at the end I'll show you guys biggest to smallest. Anyways, here's another size. I didn't realize that these two are different. Here, I'm going to line them at the bottom. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's like an inch taller. What the frick? This does have side pockets too. So besides the very first release, all these other triple pockets have side pockets. Oh lord, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna do a size version. Oh no, see, but it's smaller than this one. Okay, yeah. Watch until the end. I'll put them side by side for you guys to show biggest to smallest. But this is why I just wanted to show you guys that like they vary in sizes like pretty significantly. This one I've been using a lot because this is kind of like, it has side pockets, because you guys know me, I hate it when my bags don't have side pockets, but it's bigger than these triple pockets, because for now these, like a regular mini size backpack is not big enough for me to carry all the stuff I need for the girls. Alright, last one that I do have. So this is one of 5 different sizes. So it is, let's see. So it's about the same size as like the original first release triple pocket. Differences, does have side pockets. So they kind of went back to this first sizing. But again, the complaints with side pockets, they did put it in. So this one, I do think that there's quite a few of this size and style now. There's obviously this one's Charmander. It does have the other 2 starters of like you know, their evolutions too. So both Squirtle and Bulbasaur have been released. By the way, random thing, this top zipper is like in a different spot on Charmander versus Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Bulbasaur and Squirtle, the top zipper here it's in the middle versus in the front like this. I don't know why, I just happen to notice. Anyways, this size, huge, by the way. Yeah, I think I might be able to even fit my iPad in here. I should probably check. But again, a regular full-size iPad should be a pretty close fit into here. I should have Natalie bring hers in. I need to do another video of showing like bag sizes and what fits into them. So I'll do that in another video to do like size. This one I just wanted to show you guys how many different size triple pocket bags there are. But yeah, this one, like I said, is as big as the first one, so it's huge, ginormous, great for carrying a ton of stuff around. I've actually been using like this size bag now, because again, it has side pockets and it's big like I need. But I think, like I said, the 3 starters, I want to say there's a Dragon Ball Z one that's also like this size. I don't know how big the Powerpuff Girls one is. That's another triple pocket that's come out. Again, check dimensions, okay, if you guys want it like big enough to carry a ton of stuff, make sure it's big. I think mini backpacks usually run around like 10 inches. Like that's the height of like a normal mini. And then anything bigger than that 10 inches or so is going to be like these bigger triple pocket sized bags. So keep that in mind, make sure you check the dimensions. All right, so let me show you guys really quick. So these two are about the same, pretty dang close. If there's a difference, it's negligible because they're both like ginormous. But these first old school triple pockets don't have side pockets, while the newer triple pockets do. Okay, so these are like the biggest ones. So they're like probably what? I'm gonna say they're between 12 and 14 inches tall. Because my hand span right here is about 8 inches, and that's another half. So it's about, I'd say it's about a foot tall or so. These bags, taller. Okay, so these are the big ones. This next one, I feel like this is the only one I know of that's kind of probably about like this size. So Spider-Man is next. This triple pocket was, it actually, I think it popped back up on Loungefly.com. It was a Loungefly.com exclusive and it sold out. But I think it came back into stock. I can't remember if it's still in stock after it restocked. So you guys want to check that out. But this is the next size down. These ones with the Moana baddies, and then I have the matching sister one too that has like Tafiti, Moana, and Pua and Heihei, I think, on the front pocket. So this one is like the next size. Again, it's a little bit bigger, like in height in terms of the regular minis. It's just like a tiny bit taller, about a maybe inch or so. Well, these ones are about like closer to like the actual mini backpack size, which is about like that 10 inches tall. So lesson of the day, again, reiterating, check the dimensions, mainly because I do, one, because I do it, and two, I hear other people complain about, you know, the size of the triple pockets because we don't notice until it arrives and they're, you know, smaller or bigger than what we were expecting because we didn't check. We just assumed triple pocket, same size. They're not. I alone already have 5 different sizes. Like I said, I'm sure there are more triple pockets. Like I know that there's a bunch of princess ones, like the princess series where there's like 3 different princesses on the pocket. I think is it Sapphire Sky Boutique? I think they released a couple of like the princess triple pockets where it's like 3 different princesses on each of one on each of the 3 pockets. I'm trying to think of which triple pockets there are in case any of you guys are looking for them. I think those are like the main ones I can think of. Plus like a triple pocket bag. But yeah, check dimensions, you guys. I'm gonna say it rained. Like I said, I alone already have like 5 different sizes. The funny thing is too, it's like maybe the measurements are like they're listed as the same because they're close enough that they list them the same. But for me, I can see that there's like an inch or so in between different sizes here, whether it's like taller or like noticeably wider or bigger in some way, one way or another, or like, you know, side pockets versus no side pockets. But I said that these two are the same size, right? I'm like confusing myself talking. I'm getting a heat stroke because I was outside for a couple hours like midday doing bubbles. I think what I meant to say was like I have 5 different styles of triple pockets. Not necessarily all of them are different sizes. There are about 4 different sizes that I have, like big to like that's like over a foot tall down to like the normal mini backpack size around like 10 inches. But yeah, like I said, lesson of the day for this is make sure you check the dimension when you order bags, because I've done it a lot where I've ordered bags not realizing what size they are. Like I got like the Captain America shield one and it's ginormous. I should have known based on the promo pictures because it was big on the model. I don't know why it didn't occur to me that I'm like, that's a big bag. But yeah, hopefully that was good for you guys just to see like the different triple pocket sizes that exist right now. There could be more in the future, who knows. But alright you guys, sorry, a lot of rambling in this one, but I was showing like several bags. But pretty cool to see like the different sizes. Loungefly's kind of expanded quite a bit in terms of like their range of bags, right? Like this is still the usual, but they do have like a lot of different sizes of different bags now. So yeah, alright guys, do all the usual stuff, you know, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I know I always have Natalie pick like what the questions should be. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Give me some ideas on maybe like what type of videos you guys might want to see too. I know that, you know, obviously my norm is just to review like new bags just to show you guys so you can see the details a little bit better versus just like a photo. Which honestly I'm very behind on showing you guys new bags. My collection has gotten so big now. I have a lot of bags that I haven't shown you guys yet, including some that are now like old. I haven't gotten around to showing it in an actual video yet. So I know like a lot of people have like questions too, like this, where I'm like, you know, there's different triple pockets. People probably didn't realize that until they ordered, you know, they ordered one, it's that size, and then they order another one, find out the size is like totally different. So I just wanted to show you guys that there are a lot of different sizes. I know that I should do another video, kind of like an updated one in terms of like what fits in the bags, because again, there's a lot of different size bags now. I think someone asked me to do, well, I got some comments on a video in terms of like the different plaques, like what they mean, or different types of Loungeflies, you know, like the leather plaques versus the metal ones. Which, by the way, if you do watch that video, the video is like 3 years old, so yeah, some of the information on it is outdated. That was just what the knowledge was at the time. So now, you know, 3 years later, hopefully I can give you guys some more updated information on the different bags offered now too. So yeah, I should probably do an updated video on that as well. But yeah, alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see y'all next time.